Welcome, everybody, to another episode of For the Culture. I'm your host, Nick Alexander. Here to my left is my co-host.
What up, baby? It's your boy, Ty Sterlin, a.k.a. Comedy Bones.
How you feel today, brother?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
So you got that U hat you repping.
Yeah, we whooping their ass. It's 42-zip right now, so I'm happy.
42-0?
Yep.
There should be like a mercy rule, like in Little League. Like, if can we just end the game now? We running up the score a lot right now. Like, there's some white coach like, hey, come on. Gotta keep this going. You're embarrassing me at this point. You know what I mean? Like, did you play? You played football, right?
Yeah.
What was the max score you could get before they had to call the game?
In high school?
Or just whenever you played?
Oh, when we play, well, nah. See, Florida football is different, dog.
Yeah.
Like, there's no mercy rule.
That's
you
it.
Just
damn.
Get your ass beat till you can't.
Was
they
you
can't no
playing?
more. You weren't playing. I think Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, okay. All right. Shout outs to.
Yeah. That's like a rivalry game.
Okay.
Even though they're not that good.
HBCU, right?
Yeah. Even though they're not that good, they're always like.
There's always something there.
Yeah.
Some beef.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. How was your week, bro? What you get into this past week?
Got some stage time. Did some open mics.
Okay. Where'd you hit?
Sycamore.
The Sycamore, huh, Haley? He's hitting the Sycamore Tavern.
Oh.
That's a half comedy show, September 26th. We're going to do a lot of plugs, but that's the first one.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Did you like the mic?
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was a very funny crowd of people.
Okay, want to elaborate? Want to get in and touch on some of that?
There was two comics specifically, like they were just screaming the whole time. So
All
like
right.
I was laughing not because like it was fun, like not because
You ever be?
Yeah, like not because like the joke was funny. It's just like it was funny that they was just screaming at the top of their lungs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes comics think being loud is funny, but if there's no punchlines,
shit was just it was killing me. And then when I was back in Florida, the host, who does the open mic at this spot that I go to in Florida, he first of all, he's a terrible host because he takes up so much time on the mic.
You know what I mean? The worst.
Yeah, in between like each like
we call that host lining.
Yeah,
so it's like how your headliners. So it's like, but if the host thinks he's bigger than everybody, it's like motherfucker, stop host lining.
Yeah, like he was taking up so much time, and with the time that he said, I think I recorded it and put it on my Instagram one time.
It's an open mic, bro.
He's just screaming.
It's an open mic. What?
Did you say something?
No.
Oh, I saw you waving. I thought like you were waving at me.
No, I was like, that's too much.
Oh, okay,
like she was giving him the wait, get off the stage.
Yeah, it was too much, man. Was
he talking about anything deep? Was it at least funny? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Huh?
It was hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
You know what I mean?
Whew, man. Yeah.
There's that. I got 2 auditions coming up.
Hey.
So it's self-tape shit, so.
Self-tape is just as important.
Yeah.
You want me to hit you a little, did you know Black History Fact? What is history fact? We ain't gotta make it black. Did you know that the way Jason Weaver got Michael Jackson's American Dream, he did a self-tape from Chicago and sent it to Suzanne DePass, who was like, she ran a lot of stuff for Motown with Barry Gordon and had her own production company and did produce a lot of television. And he had somebody who worked with Suzanne and her company, and they did his self-tape from Chicago, sent the tape, or did like 2 tapes before he flew out to LA to audition. So the self-tape is real, brother. Don't take it half-assed. Right. You can get yourself a look if your self-tape really pops or stands out, and they're like, well, I want to see this guy, let's bring him out here. And you'll get a lot of guys get flown out from coast to coast, whether you go to Atlanta or New York to LA to New York, whatever. So, don't self-tape, bring it.
Yeah.
They watching. There's somebody who has to sit through 500 tapes, man.
Yeah, so
okay.
There's that. And then that's about it really.
Okay.
I just work for the most time.
All right.
Oh man, I got an interesting story for y'all.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Are you going to ask me how my week was?
We don't give a shit. Anyway, what's the first? I'm just playing. Well, how was your week, dog?
Well, my week was just a lot of it was spent with rehearsing with Cornbread, getting ready for the Black Twitter show tomorrow night at UCB. Wait, it's not even going to be out, but still, UCB every third Sunday of the month. So we was rehearsing a lot. But last night I had the pleasure of going to this comedy club called the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, and it's like probably one of the dopest comedy clubs in the world, period, right? Like the way it's been around since the 70s, and they have this really cool setup. So like there's a nice little green room with a table where all the comics can sit, They have a great like wait staff. They give you guys a meal. The menu's just like delicious. You're hanging out with comics of like all levels. Like last night, I had the pleasure of meeting Larry Miller. You know Larry Miller from The Nutty Professor. He's a bunch of stuff where he's usually like the principal or the father, like killed like excellent. But he started out as a stand-up. A lot of people don't know that. He was out there working out. There's a guy Alan Havey is a very very like working long time professional comic, bunch of TV stuff, specials. Mario Joyner. Mario Joyner. He used to host MTV Comedy Hour like way back in the day. Okay, remember in Pootie Tang? When every time JB Smooth was like, man, this is crazy, man. I can't believe it out here. And then the dude's like sitting right next to him. He's like, yeah, man, it's crazy out here.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I just said like that was the dude sitting next to him. But he's been in a lot of stuff like here and there, and he's like a real old school comedian. But he was like super cool. Like just all of us was just in there sitting there. My shout outs to my man Mark Theobald who was doing his set. He did a perform there for the first time. But yeah, man, it was just cool. Like. You just never know who'll be there, man. Like that's like Arsenio's like workout spot. Like Jay Leno is there all the time. And then in the showroom, if you ever get a chance to go out there, right? It's even worth, they have a huge room. It seats about 200 people, but they have like a whole. It's almost like a museum. They have memorabilia all throughout the showroom of popular clothing items that famous comedians or successful comedians have. Like Arsenio Hall has like and it's all in a glass display. So it's like Arsenio Hall has his jacket from the Arsenio Hall show that he wore for like the first 3 seasons of the opening or whatever. So you got that jacket with the little Chinese symbol and it's signed and the picture there. You got Robin Williams' Bicentennial Man suit. You got Eddie Murphy's Nutty Professor Sherman Klump outfit wardrobe with a signature. They had like the Richard Simmons Mega Shake. Remember Mega Shake? Yeah. They had like little Mega Shake cans in the display glass, like, and then they had stuff from Seinfeld.
Richard Simmons did comedy?
No, so in Nutty Professor, remember who was doing the workout video? That's Eddie Murphy doing Richard Simmons.
Okay. And
then with the Mega Shake, like if you guys watch back and see, that's like the 7th character he played. A lot of people didn't know that was Eddie doing the workout. Like, I'm a pony, I'm a pony, I'm a pony. That was him. So they had like that stuff. They had, who else they had? They had Ray Romano from Everybody Loves Raymond had like the outfit that he wore in the finale, the series finale, where it's just like, he always wore button-up shirts and jeans, but he gave them that outfit and like signed a signature. They did who else there was? There was Adam Sandler from his football suit from The Longest Yard. Like it's just really cool.
From The Longest Yard or from The Waterboy?
The Longest Yard one. Because it was. I remember it was like the prison uniform football jersey. So it's just like really dope. You're just looking at like this is shit they really wore. So it's like the DNA is like all over the room. It's just historic.
That's cool. It
got dope pictures and everything.
It reminds me of the Hard Rock. I don't know if you ever been to the Hard Rock.
Yeah, the Seminole in Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Like just a casino. Like when you walk in, they have like they have the Rock With You outfit from Michael Jackson. They have like a Prince outfit with his guitar.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they have a couple like outfits from Kiss and like a couple of like their like
super dope.
Like the drumsticks that they used. And like they have like a bunch of artists like that all on the wall all throughout the Hard Rock. So that's cool.
Yeah,
too.
It's really dope. Like and like all the comics do 10-minute sets. They have like other nights where maybe they might headline somebody, but like most of the time, like Sunday through Thursday or whatever, most of the comedians do 10-minute sets.
Well, what's this place called again?
The Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa
Comedy
Beach.
and Magic Club?
Yeah, in Hermosa Beach.
I gotta check that shit out.
Yeah, man. So on the docket, what we got? We got Bill Burr's special drop. Ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get a chance to see Bill Burr.
I didn't get to watch it.
I didn't have the time, man.
I heard good things about it, but I ain't get a chance to watch it.
It's really good. We were supposed to like cover it, have like a little deep dive. So that's not gonna happen. But word on the street, it's funny.
Yeah. Have you ever seen any of Bill Burr's other?
Yeah. Haley, have you seen any Burr's work?
Yeah, I think so.
Which one's the last ones you saw?
Dude, I don't know.
Okay, all right, but yeah, I've watched at least like 4 or 5 of his hour specials.
He wasn't a comic that I started to like watch until like I got into comedy because who was it? Somebody had told me that like he's one of those people that like if you're not worried about being like PC and all that shit, like you could check him out.
Yeah. Bird's not with he's with the shits, man. He's the most like ranty, funny guy, like I think doing it. Like whenever his ranting is what makes him funny, and just like and he's really good now because his acting is so sharp. So he balances out like rants with good act outs with poignant shit and personal material. Like he's one of the best. And then super cool guy off stage. Like just really he loves comics. He helps out comedians. He's taking comedians on the road. He's starting to produce specials now because he's gotten to a place where he can do that for his peers. yeah, man, he's a real cool guy. Like I got a chance to not officially work with him. I was doing a show and he was working out, and then he just happened to be there. I got lucky enough to go on before him, so I didn't get bumped. And but he was chill about it. He was like, yeah, you can go on. It's like because some comics would have just said, no, fuck it, I'm going on now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm doing 3 hours.
Since we're not talking about the special,
yeah,
that Godfrey podcast that you had me listen to.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I couldn't breathe. I had to turn it off because I was driving. I had to turn it off. Haley?
No.
So
I had to turn it off.
Are you familiar with comedian Godfrey?
I think.
Shout outs to Godfrey. He's African. He's like muscle physical guy. Mm-hmm. He's really funny. He used to be the 7-Up guy back in the day. He's got a couple specials. So Godfrey's really, really funny. Really cool dude too. Shout outs to Godfrey. So he has a podcast that he does. I forgot what it's called.
In Godfrey We Trust.
And he had some guest comics on. And they were just riffing about something, and like his co-host is a dude named Andre Kim, I think. He just voluntarily says something, and Godfrey just goes off and like riffs and just will start improvising and ad-libbing. And he just got himself doing a Steve Harvey impression for like 2 minutes, but he was like killing it. Like he just started doing the face, and I used to do a little Harvey impression with Godfrey when we used to mess around in New York, but Godfrey got it so tight now. It's like,
yo.
Survey says,
hell no.
What the hell no? Yeah.
That shit.
You gotta look it up. Just type Godfrey Steve Harvey impression. It's a funny ass 2-minute clip, and you see everybody in the room laughing.
She said,
yeah, hell no. What the hell? How you gonna tell me?
That shit made me die. And then to make it worse, Derek's laugh.
Derek's laugh is like no other. 2 minute. Yeah. No, you don't gotta play. Just you watch it on your own time. Okay. Yeah.
Derek's laugh is hysterical.
Yeah,
dog.
Derek got one of the funniest laughs, top 5 funniest laughers that I be around. Because when Derek is laughing and he's just pulling,
yeah. No, and he like when he laughs, he like screeches.
Yeah.
Like
I can't take it.
He like drags it out. It's so funny.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah, black people, we just know how to. We laugh like to the extreme, like, to the drag. We do everything. I love it.
When I'm by myself, I usually don't laugh like out loud. I'll be like, damn, that was funny, and I kind of like laugh a little bit. Yeah. But that shit, I was in the car laughing out loud. I know people were driving by like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Yeah,
I was laughing out loud.
The first, like, I tried to show my girl today, and she was like, he's good. I mean, I don't know if it was. I'm like, stop fucking hating, yo. I'm like, he was killing that shit. Because then I got on a whole spiral of watching people who've done Steve Harvey impressions, where it's like, see, this guy has all the physical stuff and he does the mannerisms, but he don't got the voice. And we watched somebody else, and it was like, but I was like, fuck it, Godfrey got the best one to me.
Did I ever show you the dude from Instagram that does the Steve Harvey impression?
Yeah, he got the super big mustache.
Yeah.
And he had like the whole TV show set up,
and
but he don't sound like him though.
He doesn't sound like him, but
everything else is good.
The mannerisms and the way he be looking and does this with his hands.
Yeah,
so that shit is so.
You trying to say that you want him back, but you ain't willing to put the work in?
Yeah. And then when he looks at the camera,
all right,
we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Walk away. That shit is so funny.
Look at here, sister. Yeah.
Oh, that shit.
That yuck laugh.
Oh God,
it's that country bumpkin shit, yo.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Godfrey though, man. Killing that impression. So last week we went to the movies. We seen Good Boys.
Yeah, Nick almost went without me. I had to invite myself.
I never go without you, man.
Yeah, right.
It was just be like, yo, you want to roll? Like, you can roll. You got the AMC pass on. I ain't gonna go to a movie where I pay for it.
We was out. we were leaving the podcast, and he goes, "Yeah, man, we about to go see the Good Boys." I'm just like, so you weren't gonna tell me? Like, you was just gonna be like, "Yo, yeah, we're gonna go see it." So I'm holler at you.
Well, sometimes shit be falling in place, and I don't like to like make plans and cancel. So it was kind of like, if there's a window of time, let's do it. If not, because the way the day was set up, like it was like I was coming from a cookout to come to the podcast, and then hopefully we get out in time to do that. So if we didn't make those times, then it would be like movie would have been out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I can squeeze it in, then cool, it worked. We hit the mark, and I was like, yo, do you want to roll, by the way? And it's like, But we are going to trying to go see Hustlers tonight. Well, Cardi B and J-Lo. If anybody's down, you know what I'm saying? What you doing, Haley? You got plans later? You hitting the stage? What you up to?
Yeah, I'm hitting tonight.
Yeah, I got to chill to get ready because I've been gunning it all week. Like every night this week, I must have got home like after like 11:30. So
I got home at 12 yesterday.
My days was like starting early, ending late. So I'm just like, I need to just relax. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hustlers looks interesting. It got good reviews though. So like,
what time y'all going?
Mixed things about it.
It's about these girls who are strippers who like moonlight as con artists, and they basically rob and set up the high client guys who come.
So
to see them.
the biography of Cardi B.
Yeah, loosely based on, loosely based and inspired by.
Isn't she in the movie?
Yeah, she's a stripper. In the movie.
Perfect.
Yeah, but
Perfect.
yeah, and then J-Lo's like the head stripper who's still running shit, and there's Constance Wu's in it. She, I guess she's the Chinese girl that works there. Then Keke Palmer's in it. She's like the little black girl that worked there, and then Cardi B is a little Latina. You know, they're trying to multi-diverse, strippers. I get it.
It's like the stripper Power Rangers.
Stripper Power Rangers. There we go.
Like you have one of each.
Go stripper
You got
Rangers.
You got a red, blue, yellow. You got a red, blue, yellow, pink, black. You got a black. Well, is there a white one?
There might be a white one. There's definitely gonna be a white one. It's
a Hispanic one and an Asian. So.
Yeah. It's clicking time. Click heels.
Yeah. Let's rob these niggas.
Right. To the champagne room. And we're out. Yeah, so I'm going to go see Hustlers tonight. I'll let y'all know how that goes.
Like when they transform, is it like a torque former? You never like a transformer?
So it's like one cheek, two cheek. All right, we sounding like real misogynistic right now. All right, goddamn, can't help myself. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna work. I think most strippers, even in upscale ones, they don't work in the tandem thing. They're all about like, bitch, this is my section. You girls stay over there, and we come at the end of the night and let's collect this money and see how much we made out with. You know what I mean? But like the way they do those kind of guys, when they con guys, a lot of it has to do with them, drugging they drink, taking them to the hotel. Then maybe the girls come in and like, blindfold and do that kind of shit.
Yeah, as a strip club veteran myself.
Elaborate.
I don't take strippers home.
Right?
Well, not to my home.
To the hotel.
The hotel. And if I do, anything that I'm drinking is for me. Like I don't trust none of it.
You don't put your drink down.
And like I knew like strippers were like tricky like that because when I first started going to the strip club, I used to think like they liked me.
Of course.
And then when I realized, I'm like,
we always
damn,
think that.
Like I done spent like 30, 45 minutes and I done spent like $150 on this one chick. And then
what's the most you ever spent of your own money on strippers?
In the strip club?
Yeah,
like not on one stripper, but like just in the strip club period.
No, one stripper.
Yeah.
I spent I blew like $100 on it one stripper.
Nah, I remember one night me and Ant went in there.
That was my girlfriend. We went together for at least 3 weeks.
Me and Ant went in there and we was just on some. We about to just wild out. We
so
probably
for the whole night. You don't have to do one stripper.
Yeah, for the whole night we probably spent like a couple racks each.
You blew some racks? Damn. All right.
Like two,
all right, you got me there.
Like 2-3K.
I have spent some other people's money. Like we was rolling with him. I'm not gonna name drop him because I don't think he like. He might not care. I'm just not gonna name drop him, but he's somebody who's on SNL. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he came out. That used to be the club. Like we put him onto that spot, and he would come and. Nigga, he would have like 3 to 5 racks on him. And he'd be like, yeah, take this. And he's like, just make sure you're giving them the girls, all right? Because these niggas always gonna take money. Because I kind of did, but then I would give it back. Like I'd hold it on for at least an hour so I could feel like rich in my mind. For like, yo, I got $1,000 on me, yo. All right, but it's like we got an hour left before we gotta leave. Okay, all right, let's start dispersing.
Yeah. What I would do is, if I ever go out with an NBA player, right? He always give us money.
Yeah.
So. You blow that bread, you blow like a couple of it, and then them girls at Tootsie's, they fucking. So, like, look, I got this much.
Is Tootsie still open in Miami?
Yeah,
that's the only one.
It's just a different owner.
They didn't go to the location. They stayed with a new owner.
Yeah,
better owner or worse owner?
I think it's worse because they don't really play hip hop like the.
Weren't you banned from Tootsie's?
I was banned from Tootsie's,
but you got lifted because of the new guy.
Because
in there.
By the grace of God.
By the grace of God. Grace of God.
Long story short, they tried to kick my homeboys out because somebody threw change at strippers. But it wasn't them.
It wasn't them.
It was just somebody in that area. So
he threw some quarters.
Yeah, somebody had threw some quarters.
Some laundry money.
The guys who threw the quarters got up from there, left, and then my homeboys came and sat. So the stripper was like, oh, somebody hit me with some change. I think it was those guys because it came from that area. Security came. I'm upstairs. I see security come take these guys out, right? Mm-hmm. So before they like carried them, I'm like, yo, what's going on? What happened? He's like, yo, they kick it out. They said we threw change. I'm like, change? Like, we got money. And I pull out like a stack of money. I'm like, we got money. We're not throwing change. He's like, oh, you with them? Then you banned too. So now I'm upset. I'm already drunk and shit. So now I'm upset.
I haven't been with you I've been out with you when you drunk and then angry.
So it gets worse. Yeah. So me and the security going back and forth. And I'm telling this nigga, yo, don't fucking tell me. It's cops right there. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you gonna let them do this? You gonna let them do this? And it was a black cop, so it made me even more mad. I'm like, oh, I was like, see, there you go, shaking and jiving for the white man, and then like doing all that crazy shit. Then the owner comes out. He's like, you got a problem? I'm like, yes, bitch, I got a problem. I wasn't the one fucking throwing change at the strippers. What do you mean? He's like, matter of fact, everybody give me IDs. I'm not giving you shit. These niggas, here you go. He gives them the ID. They take copies of the IDs and like kind of like pasted them on the wall.
Oh, a ban list.
Yeah. So the cop made me give him the ID. He comes back out. This what put me over the edge. He comes back out, takes our IDs and throws them like out in the bushes somewhere.
Wow.
Never found my ID. I had to like go get a new one. So,
really?
Yeah. So
shit.
He throws my ID. So now I'm even more pissed off. I'm still being held by security. And he's like, what? What do you want to do, huh? I was like, what? And then he goes to the security. He's like, oh, you want to take him out back? Let's take him out back. I'm like, what is this, a fucking movie?
Right.
Like, man, fuck this shit.
Gonna teach you a lesson, son.
So, like,
stop disrespecting the strippers.
As they're pulling...
The stripper rangers will not have it. No.
As they're pulling me away, like he has my arm, I just... And I spit.
Got him?
Right? I got him like on his leg or some shit. But still, like...
Dirty the pants?
I really tried to get him.
In the face. That would have been good.
And he looks down, sees I spit on his pants, and he starts making his way down the ramp, and the cop comes and gets in between and just grabbed me, put me in handcuffs, and put me in the cop car.
Wow.
He let these niggas go, and he put me in the cop car. So he drove me down to like a gas station that was down the street. My homeboys met me there, and he's like, "Look, man, the reason why I did that is you don't know who you fucking with. Like those are some real niggas. You know what I mean? They're part of like some." Illegal shit, you know what I mean? And obviously he's on payroll, and he's just there to like act like he's doing something.
But he was looking out.
Yeah, so he was looking out for me.
You genuinely felt like he looked out in that moment?
Yeah, because they probably would have fucked me up badly.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Got you in the back.
Like it was a bunch of security guards, and then the owner was like a kind of like big guy too.
So it's worse when the owner's like works out too?
Yeah, a white Russian dude. You know what I mean? Man. So like.
In a sweatsuit?
I was tripping that night, you know? No, he was in a suit.
Oh, he's in a suit.
Yeah, like, so I was tripping that night. I should have never done that. And, like, I really could have got fucked up. But, like, my anger just was like...
By the grace of God.
Yeah.
The anger and the liquor.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't think I've ever gotten... Okay. I guess... Yeah. What the hell? I was in the strip club, too, one time. The closest I got to kind of, like, getting tossed and kicked out... So this girl, she was a rapper, Nia Lee, from Love and Hip Hop. So Nia Lee was like dancing, and have I told the story? I might have done it on the podcast, but yeah, where like she thought I was trying to take the money from her, but I was trying to be like, nah, you missed this money. I was trying to get it back to you, and then she was like, nah, nigga, you trying to rob me? And she was barking in my face, and the security
it was dollar bills, right?
Yeah, it was but she was like, it was her birthday though, so you know, on the birthday they always clean up when they come. Everybody tossed money, and then just money wasn't making it to the stage, and I was just taking it to just bring it back out there. She thought I was trying to rob her, so I'm still salty about that. But
man,
have a good time, Naya. I just want to see you win, boo boo.
I told you the story about the strippers at Showgirls.
Yeah, we did that.
Like
they was tripping.
I don't know what's wrong with them sometimes, but sometimes they just be on one. Like
you gotta look at it this way, like. Every night they might have a possible situation where they're dealing with some dumbass or whatever with the money. So even if your situation is an innocent one, it doesn't outweigh all the bullshit that they be dealing with. So it's just like you know what I mean? Like they don't have the mental capacity to want to like separate every isolated incident. For them, it's just like some fuck shit is happening. Oh, he must be about some bullshit too. Then let's get him out. You know what I mean? So I think I want to give the stripper some grace. But they were wrong with you that night too.
Not me.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm giving you money, you know what I mean? Fuck me. You can't be snapping on me like that, man. Fuck you. Anyways.
But, yeah, let's what you want to talk about next?
Oh, did you get 2K?
You know I don't got an Xbox.
Or a PlayStation?
I don't have anything.
Oh, fuck.
I'm out the game, baby. I'm out the game, baby.
Yeah, I still ain't get 2K yet because they still haven't fixed the fucking game.
So that's smart. Wait till they fix that shit. Then we go get it.
Supposedly, like...
Yeah, what's going on in these 2K streets?
There's kinks with people's ratings. There's kinks with people like getting their my player.
Frank Ntilikina should be at 87.
Yeah, all right.
You saw what he did to USA, right? You saw what he did, right?
Did he ball out?
He did ball out against Team USA. We beat France. Well, not France beat USA.
France beat him. Yeah. I
and
know
they
beat him.
He played really good against Spain or Argentina too. But this year could be the year.
I heard they finished in 7th.
It was bad, bro. Because the game they lost against France was the quarterfinals, and then so they were already out of the medal placement, right? So they had no chance to get to the bronze, gold, or silver.
Ugh.
Then the next one is like a qualifying or whatever. So then after that, they lost again the next game to Serbia, and then that just put them down.
Yeah, Miles Turner came out with a tweet. He was like, we put our bodies on the line day in and day out.
Right.
You know, and I'm proud of this team. But what I will not tolerate is the slander. Yeah, slander for all play. You cannot question our heart. Nigga, I commented on this show. I was like, nigga, if you don't shut your ass up. I'm like, man, listen,
No
man,
sympathy.
listen.
No sympathy.
There is no fucking sympathy, dog. You fucking lost. So when you lose, people are gonna talk shit. That's
you
just
got to take the criticism. They were horribly. I'm not gonna say they were horribly. They were a bad team because they wasn't like scrubs were playing, but the fit was bad, and it's like they didn't have what's needed to win in the international game. International game, you need more shooting, more floor spacing, and like you needed more than one point guard. Kemba was the only true point guard. And then you had 3 big men. Well, I understand you want to get some size in case, but like, if 3 big men are only going to play 15 minutes in the game against the heavy competition, why do you don't need 3 big men? It's better off getting a 6'8" wing or 6'9" wing who can really shoot, or a point guard who can really play. They outside of Kemba, it was like Marcus Smart, it was Donovan Mitchell. Those guys are not point guards. So I didn't watch any games to see what went wrong, but just the numbers look ugly.
Yeah, and then my thing is like, anything that you do that has to do with entertainment, right?
Right.
You put yourself out there to get criticized.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's like me going up there and having a bad set. And I know I put in work, but I could have a bad set. And I have a bad set. And then they say, yo, that nigga was trash. And I'm like, listen. I put in all this work. You don't have the right to say I'm trash or to say I had a bad set. I know I was bad.
These dudes, these guys, they just want glory when they win, but they do not know how to take getting picked apart when they lose. Like, you gotta take it. You were getting beat on the switch on the pick and roll. You're just the center, whatever. It was killing you. Like, this dude kept cooking you. You weren't hitting your shots. Brook Lopez was like 2 of 15 from 3 the whole tournament. Like, he wasn't making no threes. He got to own that. Like, your shot was off. Like, it's like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm just reading this shit. But the roster has sacrificed so much for our nation, our summers, our bodies, our mental. We came up short. Can't nobody. Wow, that's terrible English.
Yeah. You could tell he really tweeted that wasn't his assistant.
Yeah, can't nobody slander us for our play and question our heart. Shut up. I'm slandering.
I'm gonna get on. I'm slandering you too, Miles Turner. Step your shit up. You've been in the league 5 years. You can't make nothing off the dribble. Work on your game, son. Expand, brother.
Like, I know I'm just a fan. You know what I mean? But still, like, you get paid to do this.
Right. Well, actually, they don't get paid. They volunteer.
No, I'm saying you get paid to play a sport.
Yeah, play a sport. Right.
You know what I mean? You are a professional basketball player.
Yeah. So your limitations should not be the same limitations you had coming in.
Exactly.
But 2K.
Oh, yeah, back to 2K. They're talking about they're signing a petition to fire Ronnie 2K.
He's the guy that created 2K?
He's like the head of it, like the spokesperson, the face.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
The last few years?
Yeah. Everything that has to do with 2K and like changing things and what goes where and who gets what.
What was the My Player thing you were talking about?
Oh, yeah, the My Player thing is like people have been working hard to like get their My Player up and like they don't get no like reward points. Like usually after every game you get like 1,000 points, coins to like put towards your put towards your like your 3-point shot or anything. They're not getting anything. Like there's a glitch in the game, like you don't get nothing.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
Like, and then they make it in a way so like you don't get anything on the game, but if you spend money to buy coins, all of a sudden the coins pop up.
That's whack.
You know,
you're milking us now.
Yeah,
come on,
you find a
Stop
way
taking advantage of us. Do right by us.
Exactly, dog. I hated it when they started making it to the point where like you could pay for coins. So like you got people like when you first get the game, they're not even that good, but the fact that they pay like $100 extra to get all the coins and just put their stats all the way up, now they're just whooping everybody online. Yeah, it's not even fair.
Yeah, it's like changing the sliders and shit.
Exactly, dog.
Yeah, nobody wants to just get good. They want to just take shortcuts.
Like
and cheat codes.
imagine being able to go to the gym and right before you go to the gym, you pay somebody on the outside like, "Yo, put my dunk all the way up, dog."
Right. Rub me up and get my meter, get my shot going.
Get my shot all the way
tighter.
up. Yeah, that shit's crazy. So
I can't. I can't do that. I like to just play 2K on Hall of Fame, get my ass busted until I can overcome.
Yeah, that's just mad annoying. We talked about that.
We got over here. Ooh. All right, so the Bad Boys trailer just came out recently. Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence.
I can't wait. He still ain't lose no weight.
Okay, I don't want to pick apart Martin's weight because he's had body changes since the medicine. He's taking medication for his thing. I believe for some of his sicknesses or whatever, and I think that's why he put on weight like the way he did. I thought it was good though. Like the trailer looked fly. They dressed up. They looking slick. You know what I'm saying? They got the action shots. Miami locations look fire. Mm-hmm. They shot it in Miami. I think a little bit in Atlanta, but mostly in Miami, right?
It's probably mostly in Atlanta, and you don't even know.
Really? Oh,
because
there's exteriors in Miami.
Because what I'm telling you, when I did Baywatch, it's supposed to be in Miami.
All right. But
they only shot like 3 scenes there.
Wow.
So. It's all because of like licensing and all that shit. So
yeah. So we were talking about which Bad Boys we like more. I'm more of a fan of one. You believe you like 2 more? Or it's tough because both are great and like we were like, man, which one? If you could say which one was better, which one would you go? Haley, which one do you like more, Bad Boys 1 or 2?
I like the first one. Originals are always better.
Yeah, I really like the first one,
but niggas love 2 though.
Yeah,
because 2 they did so much extra big stuff.
And then I gotta go with 2. You know why? Because they got my Haitians in there, dog. The devil is not welcome here. That was the
I didn't do nothing.
That was the worst.
That wasn't a Haitian actor.
It was a Jamaican.
It was a Jamaican motherfucker. Like you couldn't go to Little Haiti and just throw Jean Baptiste $200.
Dog. All the Haitians in Miami, you couldn't get one.
You had to go get a Jamaican. And then no disrespect to the Jamaicans, but come on. You in Miami.
But you're not Haitian.
You going after the Zopound.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you couldn't pay nothing.
And then that's crazy that they like put the Zopound like
the gang in
there. You know what I
mean?
Like name dropped them.
It was realistic. It felt like that was some Miami shit. Like in the gangs, the Zopound is huge in Miami with the drug trade or whatever. I love 1 because there was just some great like back and forth scenes, like the fucking part in the grocery store with the immigrant. He's like, "Freeze, mother bitches!"
Oh yeah,
and, back up, get behind the counter, pack me a pair of tropical fruit bubblicious.
Yeah,
and some Skittles.
That shit is fun. And like, I like the part where like he's looking at himself before he answers the door. He's like, "Mike Lowry, Mike Lowry." I'm like, what?
Cuz I'm Mike Lowry. Like. When they go into the house, too much bass in your voice.
Yeah, he's like, and she was like, "Why do you have pictures?
Yeah.
Who's this other guy?" He's like, "Oh, that's my partner." You know what I mean? And then she thought it was gay. That's so funny, dog.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love 2. I think 2 is a great sequel because a lot of times it's like the sequel will always try to rehash the first stuff, and I think they didn't try to rehash. They just really made it bigger, and they just try to do different stuff. And the love dynamic with Gabrielle Union playing the sister, and them kind of like having tension. Martin wanting to transfer, so it wasn't like they heightened it. Like it wasn't about just my partner who gets on my nerves. It's like no, I'm mad at this dude to the point where I feel like I can't even work with him anymore. You know what I mean? And then like but it was. I love both of those Bad Boys, man. Like that's just we grew up on that Bad Boys, but we waited 15 long years, man.
Yep, 15
the last,
years.
Well, even longer, maybe. The last one came out in 2003 or 2002, so even longer than that. 16, 17 years. That was, man.
And you just made me feel old as hell.
We all feel old, man. I mean, I caught the first Bad Boys on TV. Like I didn't go to the theaters to see it, but I mean, I loved watching it. And then I went to the second one in the theater. And I mean, the second one got all the music though, because the second one had the Nelly Shake Your Tail Feather.
Oh, slow, go to the floor. Yeah.
And then the Bad Boys still had the scene with the dude coming to take out his daughter.
Oh yeah.
Like, man.
What name? Clarence?
Clarence. Shit, nigga.
Not Marcus.
No,
that was his name.
Yeah,
Marcus
name.
Burnett.
Marcus Burnett. Mike. He's like, how old is you? 15. Shit, nigga, you at least 30.
Yeah, at least 30. He's waving the gun in his face.
Shitty, bang, bang. You ever made love to a man?
Yeah. No, I just want to know if he gonna take my little niece. I just want to know if he can fight.
You want to?
That shit funny.
Yeah.
Seems like some shit I would do.
Right? When you get of age?
Yep.
Have your homeboy like, help me
Definitely.
out? Yeah, they kind of copied that scene in this 50 movie. The one he did with Gerard Butler.
Den of Thieves.
They kind of tried to do that where they scare the homegirl's daughter to the prom.
Oh yeah.
Remember, like a dude comes on to take out his daughter, so then they all go. But the 50 takes him into like the garage where all like the team is working out. So it's all these buff dudes. They come out and they try to scare him and whatever, and like act like you better be. You know, if you're gonna use a condom or whatever, they just try to scare homie. But it was like bad, but you could see they kind of like.
Me and Preemie had to steal off on my cousin's boyfriend.
What'd y'all do?
He was just disrespectful at the table, and like he didn't want to take his grill out or some shit like that, and we had to whoop his ass.
Damn.
In my aunt's house, because he was just like, she was just like, oh, can you take that out? He was looking at her like what? I'm not taking shit out.
This nigga.
I'm so, oh, hey, let me talk to you for a second.
Talk to you for a second, buddy. Oh, buddy. And what y'all say to him?
Nothing. Just beat his ass.
Wait, Tony. This dude refused to take the grill, and then you guys said, "Let me come over here for a second." And where'd y'all go?
Outside.
And y'all beat him up. You and Preemie just beat this dude up.
Beat his ass. You can't disrespect my aunt, dog. Like,
right, but so then what happened? Like, did he just come back inside? And
no, he just went home.
Oh, okay.
The nigga just went home. Like,
I'm not thinking like, okay, now we're gonna eat a meal like a family.
Cause like my cousin, she's just like she already know. Like,
I was like thinking like, what happens after that? No, you just go home after this. You just gonna drive home.
It would be awkward as fuck.
Cause like, what if he had like a gun in the car? Like, you know what? I got something for them. Like,
all right.
You know, some menace to society shit. Like, you know how you jump into the dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he came back and he killed dude.
All right. Well, I'm glad you install some discipline to these young brothers.
It's just I just don't understand. Like, if I go to somebody else's house.
Yeah. I mean, he did a lot. I'm not gonna act like he didn't. That was crazy violation and disrespect.
Yeah. And my aunt is such a nice lady. Like.
Yeah.
There's no.
All right. And he missed out on good food now, right?
Yeah.
He didn't get to eat.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he went back.
He went back. Are they still going out? What's the no? Oh, that's a long time ago.
That shit's over with. Okay. I think he in jail. Yeah, that shit over.
It's like, when you take a grill, you check off your motherfucking grill. Like,
no, it wasn't like a beat.
Oh, okay,
down, you know what I mean?
It was okay.
He wasn't like, oh.
Like my mind is, I'm super with the visual, so it's like you tell me beat down, I'm thinking like, and jumping out to him, and you kicking his face, you getting the bat.
No, it wasn't just like, oh, come outside. Punch, nigga. Like, nah, it didn't happen like that. It was just like, hey, man.
It's like, hey, so I heard you guys want to talk to me. Oh!
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. Try to have words. He wasn't trying to hear it. And
okay, got you.
It just got to the next level.
I got you, next level. Okay, cool.
But,
I'm trying to get Tony to confess to a crime. He's like, nigga, move on. So what about the bar where you missed the whip? No.
Was there a gun on scene?
So you're saying you did hit him with a crowbar when he refused to put the grill back on. All right. So let's move to hip hop stuff. Nicki Minaj sort of tweeted or alluded to that she might be retiring. I don't think it's an outright retirement. I think she was just kind of like feeling something that day and said, "I'm just kind of done. I want to raise my family." I think she's
doing the Jay-Z thing. Like,
she'll be back in a year, 2 years tops. I'm not taking it retirement. Like, I hate when they use that word because I just be like, man, you gonna come back in like 3 years.
The only person I feel like really retired when he said he was going to retire was Jeezy.
You feel like this is it for Jeezy? Like, this was his last album. He said, "This is my hoorah." Yeah,
he just because it took him so long to come out with this album.
Right. Then, it was some time, right?
Yeah, and I feel like he's good now. You see, he got himself. He's engaged to the Asian chick.
That's been his girl for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
shout outs to Jeezy, man. What was the last album called?
The one that just came out, I don't know the name of it. I just know like it wasn't that good.
Damn. So he didn't leave with a banger?
Nah.
Dang.
I mean, it has some good songs on it, but it just wasn't.
Jeezy worked. You heard better work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I mean, and Jeezy's a legend. Like, definitely like came up in one of those 2000s rappers that came out like heavy out the gate, just bangers. He's got consistent albums. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, one of those dudes went from the drug dealer into, then made you want to sell drugs in his raps. He's definitely one of the best. Like, I want to sell drugs because of him.
Yeah. Jeezy the Snowman, I make it wintertime. Heard the streets hungry when it's dinner time. That was his thing. You don't remember? Like, I remember getting suspended from school for wearing the Can't Ban the Snowman shirts.
Really?
Because the snowman was literally made out of cocaine. But you couldn't tell by looking at the shirt, but that's what it represented. That's what the snowman was. I'm the snowman because I got the snowman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his thing.
Yeah.
So I used to have the big 3X.
That's right.
And they used to tell us, like, you can't wear that shirt. I'm like, what? It's just a fucking snowman. And then
middle school, high school would be tripping.
I remember when I first came to Florida from Cali, I remember the first day of school, I had a blue rag. And in the code of conduct, they're like, yeah, you can't wear any red or blue rags. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
come on, man.
Like, this isn't...
Y'all
like,
can't be serious.
Like, I don't have to deal with Crips and Bloods here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
they're like, no, we here too, brother.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, no, you can't wear that because it's gang affiliated, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I mean, I knew I couldn't wear it here because it was a big deal here.
Yeah.
But... like, there, I'm like, man,
South Florida?
I'm wearing my flag.
Fuck this.
Niggas don't know where I'm from. And
yeah, it's funny because Haitian flag, we got red and blue.
Yeah, they cut that shit off quick.
So work together. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, because, you know, it was weird with Nicki saying she retired because she was on the Joe Budden podcast saying that she had music. Like,
did you see how she snapped on, is it Rory? Or the other one?
Rory and Joe on her podcast. When they were on her podcast, I listened to both.
No, when they were on his podcast.
On his?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Rory, she's like, how about if I did that to you, Rory?
Yeah, and he was like, that's not what I'm saying. He was trying to talk, like, very calmly. She was just, she wasn't happy.
But that's part of the persona. Like, that's why it was still all good. But, like, you know, when she's in her, like, character stuff, it's the antics. But I enjoyed the interview. I thought the interview, they got to some really good stuff eventually. But yeah, I feel like Nicki she gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? How are we supposed to transition into the subjects? Because we want to talk about if Nicki has a classic, I think.
Yeah, what we were talking about is what is her classic album? Me, I think it's the first one, Pink Friday, I think it is. Pink Friday. I think you said her last one might have been like
that might have been her best album to me because the rap.
To me, I feel like the first one was because she had
that's one with Monster.
No, she had because Monster was on a different album. Like it was like
that was a song, compilation song.
Yeah, that one had I think Right Through Me.
Yep.
It had Moment for Life.
Okay.
It had no Did It On Him was on the next one.
No, it was on Pink Friday.
That was on Pink Friday.
It was on Pink Friday. See? Yeah, come on. Like, I know I have it here somewhere.
Yeah, because the second and third album was more poppy when she started expanding. Like, she had, like, the Starships and stuff like that. But, like, the first one, I felt she did a lot of rapping.
Yeah, look.
Super Bass.
Your Love.
Oh, that was a big
Right
hit.
Through Me, Moment for Life, Super Bass, Did It On Him, Girls Fall Like Dominoes Fly.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. She had 8 singles.
But look at the last one. Let's look at the last album.
The last one?
Well, the last one didn't have as many, like, radio singles, but I felt like just song for song, like, she's really spitting, and the Queen just had a lot of good records, though.
Yeah, no, it was...
Chun-Li was
Chun-Li, Bed, Barbie Dreams, in Good Form.
Good Form.
Those are the main...
Those are the singles. Those are the singles.
But if you want to go...
The track... Did you listen to the album?
I listened to some of it.
Okay.
Most of it.
Ganja burn, ganja burn, ganja burn. Haley, did you listen to the Queen, Nicki Minaj's last album, Queen?
No.
But you had Pink Friday?
Oh, yeah. I like Pink Friday a lot.
No. I'm not mad at that. Like, I think because like that's the thing with Nicki. We're just trying to figure out like what would stand out as the best album. I definitely get the case of the first one because like she was the new thing, and you know she definitely had showed all the potential and just had like the talent, versatility on display. But I felt like as far as just when we just talking about the rapping, that was her best performance on the album, where she just really concentrated more on rapping than the pop stuff that she was doing the last couple albums.
Yeah.
But I think Nicki is dope. Like I feel like, you know, she's been in a weird place like the last year or two with the Cardi stuff and just sort of her personality on Twitter and getting into it with certain celebrities or whatever like that. But I think, you know, her music is still always good. Like the music never falls off. We just wish the antics kind of like...
I will say this, like, when it comes to like female rappers, I don't know if there's going to be like another Nicki Minaj. Not in this upcoming...
Yeah.
Not in this upcoming.
I mean,
I like Meg. I like Meg.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meg is killing what she's doing.
I like Meg. I like who is it? Asian Doll or this is a bunch of dolls. But you know, I like some of their music.
Doll, Dream Doll. Barbie
but
doll.
when you have somebody like Nicki that can get on a track and keep up with Drake and Lil Wayne, that's tough.
Yeah, and she made that. That very.
She raps
on the podcast about being able to rap with those guys and hold their own. And it's like no weakness. She's never weak on a song with other artists.
She actually raps past some rappers.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like on Monster,
she had the best verse. That was her breakout verse.
Come on, man.
She had Jay, Rick Ross, Kanye.
Yeah, she just
doesn't get enough. She doesn't get enough respect, but that's because the other stuff and then and then also her going more pop crossover sometimes overshadow her ability as a straight rapper.
Yeah.
Well, she wanted to be a singer originally. That's probably why. So she started singing
incorporating
more.
that with the iTunes
Like,
I mean, I get it.
School.
Yeah, she went to art school. Shout outs to LaGuardia. That's one of the dope performance art schools.
That's what she went?
City. Yeah, a lot of people come from LaGuardia. Actually, Matt Richards, he went to LaGuardia too. Shout outs to the homie Matt.
Dog, I was on Twitter the other day and somebody used a GIF of him.
Really?
Yes.
It was funny when your friends become GIFs.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
What was he doing in it?
He was just going. He points at the camera and says, and it goes facts. But it's from HQ.
Oh, okay.
But somebody inserted the facts
It's funny. I know. But one of my comic friends, he's the original. When he holds it, he's like.
Yeah, it's a light skinned dude.
Yeah. Shout outs to JP Justice.
Yeah.
So Nicki, I think throughout her career has always been compared to Lil Kim, and we know they've had a rival with Kim, and we felt like Kim's classic was hardcore.
Yeah,
I was bumping some of hardcore.
Yeah, it was hardcore.
Hardcore got No Time. Those are the big hits. No Time and Crush on You and Big Mama Thing.
Yeah, that one. No Time, Crush on You, and Not Tonight.
Oh yeah, that's
the Ladies Night
remix. Oh, This is Ladies. You never heard that? Yeah. With Angie Martinez, Missy Elliott, The Brat, and who else? Her, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big classic. You know what's weird, right? Lil Kim, she had the songs that dudes want to sing along to too, but it's so girl driven. Big Mama Thing is you actually can play Big Mama Thing. Yeah, Big Mama Thing. You won't hear it.
Okay.
You know what it is?
I kind of remember it.
Watch. When you hear the beat go off, you're gonna be like, oh. We got it coming up.
The album was notable for its overt, raunchy, sexual tone.
Yeah, she was the first of that. She was the first one doing that.
Yeah.
And that classic cover,
Kim,
yeah.
with Jay-Z and
She
Lil
looks so
C's.
different, right?
I see it on Spotify.
It's not. I think I have it on YouTube. Hold on.
Pause.
I got it. I can play it over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Going on. What? You got it going on. What? So then listen to these opening lyrics, Haley. But it's so catchy because it's so popular, but even guys, we want to say it, but we can't. Here you go. Hold on. I got it going on.
It's a long life.
I can't say it. Can't be in the club. And that song used to be in the clubs I used to be scared of the dick. Whoa, what the fuck? On some real porno shit. Janet Jack me. Fax me.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You could tell he was practicing in front of the mirror. He know that shit a little too good, But Lil Kim is dope. Love Lil Kim. I think other standout songs are Scheming. No, not Scheming. Queen Bitch. Mafia Land, I fuck with. And Fuck You.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like those. And then obviously Big Mama Thing is and then Crush on You. I mean, Crush on You is the Biggie and Lil C's.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I know you see me on the radio.
Yeah, I know you see me on the video.
Yeah, because that's so she was in a video and she had different wigs. And it's definitely a classic hip hop video. And Lil Kim don't get adjusted. I wish Kim would come out with an album. I feel like a lot of the OGs are legends from the 90s, 2000s. It's you could still put out music, and you know what I mean. But I don't know. It's they just don't want to put out albums or whatever. I feel like she has a lot to say. We haven't heard from her in a long time.
I think the love for it maybe dies down.
Yeah, she still performs, but yeah,
after all the bullshit that she done been through and all that, you're just I'm fucking tired.
So let's have an honest conversation about hip hop before we wrap. With female hip hop, especially when you were listening to female rappers coming up, right? would you only try to say like, yeah, she's one of the better female rappers out here, or did you not care and it was like, oh, she's better than dudes? Like you just put her as a rapper and not like categorize her with female rappers. Like how did you personally feel like when you were just consuming rap coming up? Like did you like put women just with the women stuff, or did you say like it was your attitude and mentality about like, oh, she's good, she could hold her own period against any rapper when you would like listen to their songs or whatever? Like,
no, which is what's weird. Maybe it's because like I'm always like. Maybe it's because I compare everything to sports. Like, whenever I hear a female rapper, I'm like, I just automatically compare her to other female rappers. I never compare a female rapper to a male rapper. Not because I don't think, like, they measure up. It's just that's the first thing my brain goes to.
But do you feel like we were, like, conditioned that way? Like, as men, like...
Yeah, because think about it. You are conditioned that. Think about it. Like, when you have a basketball team, you have the guys' team and the girls' team.
Right.
Same, like... It's like that with sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so if you played a sport growing up, like, yeah, you're conditioned that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like even if a girl can play with the boys, like, there's no way she can make the boys' team. They're just gonna put on the girls' team.
But with singing, I don't think we necessarily do that though. We don't ever really put female singers along female singers. Like I can put like my top 5 singers of all time, and I could have 2 female singers and a male singers or 3 male singers, and I don't think there would be much of a separation thing.
The only time I've ever seen somebody compare male and female is when people are trying to compare Beyonce to Michael Jackson. That's the only time I've seen it. Because I never heard somebody say, who's better, Brian McKnight or Whitney Houston? Or like, who's better, Tevin Campbell or Mariah Carey? Like, I never hear that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
they always say Mariah or Whitney.
You do get compared to women. No, yeah, they do.
Well, it's about range. When
vocal range also too.
Yeah.
So it's like the Whitney can only be compared to a Mariah, a Wanye Morris, I guess, from Boyz II Men. But usually it'd be like Mariah, whoever else had a great voice, singing voice, who was, a pop star. Because sometimes there's like R&B, pop. But I think when we think about like if I would just ask you greatest voices, the same way in rap you say greatest spitters, like just when it comes to pure spitting. So pure singing. If you thought of 5 names, I want to believe that it wouldn't be just all guys. Like I think people would just at some point have to put in either Whitney, Mariah, fucking Cher, or I don't know, who else has a great voice? Like Fantasia has a great voice. I'm just thinking about voices, Patti LaBelle, whatever. Like, well, but with rap, if you just say your spitters, I never think women get enough credit to get in that conversation. Like, you're just gonna go towards like Jadakiss, Kendrick, Jay-Z, Fab. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never think about Rhapsody or MC Light, or you know what I mean?
Raw Digger,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and those are some dope like spitters, you know what I mean? They exist. I mean, granted, I feel like they also female MCs haven't gotten as much shine and attention to get pushed. So like we had like the 90s was pretty good. late 80s was decent. 90s took it up. 2000s maybe even another level. You had Trina, you had Eve, you had a couple other rappers, but then like it was dipping for a long time. And Nicki just was the only person for like 5-8 years. And then when Cardi explodes from the stripper culture, then all these other girls kind of get inspired, and now we have more in the pot. But like, I just felt like we weren't always like that or thought like that. Why are you rolling your eyes, Tony?
The whole Cardi stripper culture.
I gotta give her props, man. Because she opened up the door. It's just like when the first, like when rap first started, right? It was always about like the guys from the parks who spit like, and then when Rakim or the drug dealer kind of rapper came in, it was like, oh, like he's talking about like this shit and like lived it or whatever like that. So then she's the same kind of thing, but for the strippers.
But it's not like somebody ain't do that already. We just listened to Lil Kim talk about dicks and shit.
But Lil Kim wasn't a stripper though.
She's
talking about sex.
Okay, what is Cardi talking about?
Well, stripping and then sex and then hustling. But the rapper who do the drug dealing life, right? What is it about? Selling these cocaine and fucking these bitches in Colombian or whatever.
Hold on. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, so a lot of times with these new artists, especially like with Meg Thee Stallion, right? She comes on with like the hot girl summer songs, and then you got the city girls. They come out with the city girl song, like taking niggas' visa and make sure you get them out all the bread that you can. So it's like when girls do that, they unfairly get like just labeled as like hoe rappers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like that's just stripper rap, blah blah.
Right.
And it doesn't really show like they have like lyrics. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just that like it's the same thing with rappers. Like if I just rap about drugs all the
like
fucking
Jeezy.
time.
Right.
No, Jeezy actually has lyrics. You know what I mean? He actually has lyrics.
Okay.
Like if I'm like a Young Dolph or something like that, you know what I mean?
Just pushing, yeah.
Yeah, just talk about drugs. It's like, okay, you know how to make a good song, but you're not lyrical. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think like there becomes like there's like that's why there's a separation between Nicki and Cardi
because of the versatility.
Yes.
Yeah, Nicki could spit rhyme fast, rhyme slow. She could double entendre.
And I get kind of upset when people like try to compare Cardi. When people try to compare Cardi to Nicki, that's just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that's it. I saw you acknowledge it, so I acknowledged it. With Cardi, like her first album is a classic because of the impact it had on the whole rap game.
Mm-hmm.
I think song for song, there's just bangers from start to finish. You kind of get into her story, her life, or whatever like that. So she put some real shit in there. But obviously, the stuff about the stripping and the hustling is what, you know, and just the production was what put it over the top. But when we just want to compare rappers, 10 times out of 10, I'm taking Nicki.
Yes.
Especially because then we get into more like being more snooty about shit, like writing your own rhymes. It's like, I got to go with the who's you know what I'm saying, doing their own thing.
They trying to tell me that what Safari wrote some of Nicki's rhymes. Have you heard Safari rap?
You know, I like a couple of Safari songs. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, he's nowhere near. Yeah, I don't even feel like
100 on this. Like, oh my,
100 on that.
Oh my God, it's so bad. I can't do it. He's a great dancer though.
Great. Oh, he got moves.
He's a great dancer.
Jamaican mom set up.
I can't fucking do it. Him and his fucking humongous head.
All right. In closing, anything?
Yeah, final thoughts. Final thoughts. Los Angeles parking enforcement. Stop fucking with me, man. It's been my second fucking parking ticket since I got here.
Speak on it. I got 6.
Shit is fucking annoying, bro.
Yeah. How much did they charge you today?
$79. 73. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds about L.A.
And the worst part is, like, I'm parked at my friend's house, like in front of the house. And if you don't have like a pass,
permit thing,
they will get you for that. But it's like, where the fuck do you want me to park?
Yeah.
If I'm staying here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, shouldn't I get like a written notice? Hey man, I'm doing a sleepover tonight.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
shit's fucking annoying.
No, I feel you. Yeah, man, I want us to just just enjoy your weekend, man, and enjoy. I'm learning to value time because with my new schedule, I took on a part-time gig just to kind of make some extra money, and put my pride aside just to do what I got to do. My days start really early and my nights I end pretty late, so you got to like schedule, you got to adjust, you got to shift. So I think people just really focus on prioritizing your time. You just got to be, when you really getting busy out here, you got to really make sure you can do things that's needed. So sometimes you got to take some me time. You got to give to yourself, you got to give to others, your business, your significant others. So just really value your time. That's my final thoughts.
One last thing.
Okay.
One last thing. For everybody out there that's hustling and striving to do something, and be somebody in life, reach for the moon. Because if you miss, you'll still land amongst the stars.
Where'd you get that from?
Beanie Siegel. Feel it in the air.
I can feel it in the air.
Yeah.
I love that stupid song.
Yeah.
Spider senses tingling.
Yeah.
Why did I think of one of these? Spider senses tingling, man. All right, man. Let's plug the socials.
All right, man. You can catch me on Twitter at Bones of Comedy.
Hey.
And then on Instagram at TYSTERLIN at Ty Sterlin. Every Monday. I changed it from Friday to Monday because of work and shit like that. Every Monday, we got the Me, Myself, and Ty show. I ask a question, let everybody answer, and then I give my opinion and share everybody's answers on Monday on my Instagram.
That's what's up. Slide in them DMs, y'all. Make sure y'all keep following at For The Culture, but also follow me at Nick of Comedy, NICKOF Comedy on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. The Black Twitter show is going to be out by the time y'all hear, but just to keep it in your mental calendar, we do it every third Sunday of the month at at UCB Inner Sanctum in the cafe room, 8:30. But also, we got the Half and Half comedy show that's coming back September 26th, Thursday night at the Sycamore Tavern. We moved up into the upstairs room. Me and Hadia Robinson, my co-host, Haley, my producing partner. Got to give Haley some love. We've been just really grinding, trying to build this show, and I think we've done pretty good considering it's show number 3 coming up. We got Zainab Johnson from Last Comic Standing, Clayton English, who won Last Comic Standing. 2 very, very funny comedians that's going to be headlining for us. So you can get tickets on halfhalfcomedyshow.eventbrite.com. September 26th, Thursday night, Sycamore Tavern, 8:30.
And also, CPU's doing a show that same week on Tuesday.
Yes.
And I'm going to be on it.
Comedy Pop-Up. Tony's making his debut.
I'm going to be on it.
Doing a set. I'm going to be down there, too, supporting. I might get on the stage, too, and mess around. But we have Comedy Pop-Up is doing a show September 22nd at the Sycamore Tavern, 8 o'clock. Free parking. Is there a cover on that? Bring money. You probably should expect to spend some money. It's going to be good comedy, man. We got a lot of great hosts from all the podcasts that are coming down to perform. Shout outs to the Dope Dealers podcast, The Struggle with Candace Thompson. Obviously for the culture. Gotta plug this in there. So make sure you follow that too at For the Culture Live, iTunes, comedypopup.com. What else? Spotify, everything. We on that. So keep following us, man. Thank you guys for everything.
Peace.
Peace.